Can you make this machine go really, really slowly? Well, yeah, if you just find that point, which is very difficult to hit. When I bought the machine, I looked it up on the internet and I found that many people were having the same problem. The machine was just going too fast. Some people tried to open up this case and actually play around with the electronics in there. There seems to be something you can adjust. I tried that and I wasn't happy with the results. Other people would also hook up the machine to a fan speed controller to control the amount of electricity. I tried that too and I wasn't happy with the results. And then in time I just came to the conclusion that it's just a matter of developing a sensitive foot. So I realized that the best thing to do is just take off your shoe or your slipper or whatever you're wearing and use your bare foot. And when you've got your bare foot pressing down, you can be a lot more sensitive and delicate and use that big toe of yours to apply very delicate pressure. Okay, so as you can see, the needle is having trouble penetrating the leather. And that doesn't mean that this sewing machine is unable to stitch this leather. Let me show you what is going on. I'm going to raise the needle a little bit. And now the tip of the needle has a distance from the leather. And when I engage the motor, it will have enough distance to build velocity and momentum and penetrate the leather. Let's check it out. Okay guys, so what we have here is a different kind of problem. The needle is stuck, and this is not a problem of the needle, of the motor not being powerful enough to penetrate the leather. This is something else. Something is stuck here. And let's try to see what it is. So I'm going to raise the presser foot first thing. Then I will raise the needle, get it out of there. And look what we have here. So I'm going to pull on it a little bit. And let's just snip it out. Get rid of this stuff. Shake the hand wheel a little bit. Got some. Yeah, just get rid of this little bit of piece, and this is the bobbin, and this is our thread coming from the needle, and we're ready to continue. Problem solved. Guys, these are just came out. I just finished doing these fresh out of the oven, as we say. And I think it's a good opportunity to show you a very important issue that happens frequently when stitching, when sewing leather or sewing in general, I think. And this has to do with the beginning of the stitch. I begin here. You can see it's a double stitch just to make it stronger. I'll show you later how it's done on the sewing machine, but what I want to show you is the back side of these, the back side. Now, we're looking at this part here. There's a tendency, when we start stitching, there's a tendency of the upper thread to accumulate here, or to stack up and cause like a bird's nest, as it's called. And I will show you what to do to eliminate that. This one is okay. This one is okay. This one is pretty okay. This one is okay. There you go. You see? This one. This one, I would say, is a mild case of bird's nest. Not a serious case, but it demonstrates what happens, how the upper thread begins to knot up at the beginning. This one is okay. There you go, another case of mild bird's nest. So first thing that you want to do is have plenty of thread before you start your stitch. Like pull out a bunch of it like that. You don't want to run out of it in the middle. You put in your strap or whatever it is, and we're going to make sure that we can take a step back. We don't want to start here, for example, because if we start here, we take a step back, we will fall off the edge. So we want to, this is a good place to start. And you probably know this button. If you press it, you can take a step back. The mechanism of the sewing machine will turn in the other direction when you turn the hand wheel. So I'm going to press this, and I can take a step back. Now we grab onto our threads, and this is the fix for the bird's nest that I just showed you. What we do is, now when we take a step to the front, we pull on these, and that will ensure, and you'll see that a little bit will come out, and that will ensure. Now you can let it go after your first stitch. That will ensure that you will not have a bird's nest. Or you'll maybe have a little bird's nest that is not a serious case of a bird's nest, like we just saw. Now let's see if we had a bird's nest or not. Perfect. Beautiful. No bird's nest. That's because we pulled on these and we made sure that this upper thread will not accumulate here and knot up. So that's the fix for the bird's nest.